Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and just let participants come in. And then we'll go ahead and get started with our presentation today. So, 46. Okay, that's a pretty good number, guys. Solid. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for spending time with the University Co-op. We're excited to have you guys here to talk about textbooks for the new school year. But all right, let's already go ahead and get started. It's 101, and we're doing textbooks 101, so let's go. So welcome to Textbooks 101. We're so excited to talk with you guys about course materials today. But before we do that, we kind of wanted to briefly introduce you guys to the University Co-op and learn a little bit more about us. So the University Co-op was founded in 1896 with the mission to lower the cost of course materials for UT students. Today, holding true to the original mission, the Co-op is a not-for-profit and the only Longhorn store that gives back to UT students with every penny of profit going directly to course material scholarships. We've committed $12 million over the next 8 years to give students free course materials. The scholarships are funded by the Co-op and selected and distributed by the university. We are an independent bookstore, which means that we're not powered, owned, or operated by any institution or corporation or the university. We are owned and operated by UT students, UT faculty, and staff, and we do have a board of directors. All right. And by the way, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the chat. We'll go through the presentation and then we'll go ahead and answer them at the end. So if any question pops up, just send them through the chat. All right, so we compile the book list. So in addition to being the non-official bookstore for UT, we compile the book list. We work with professors to make course materials available at the lowest cost possible. So what about course materials? So with course materials, we have new books, we have used books, we have ebooks, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the pros and cons and the cost of each. So new books are a bit more costly. They are fresh off the press and in pristine condition. These are readily available to order from the publisher, and it is very unlikely that we will not have these available. Used books will be a little less expensive up front than purchasing a new book. They may have some highlighting, some notes, some folded page corners. They're not as available as new books are, and they usually go by quickly among our students. And then ebooks, you have the opportunity to either buy or rent them with rental time periods varying based off of the publisher. So ebooks are going to be the least expensive options, and students can save up to 60% of the price off a new physical book. If the book has an ebook option, we will definitely offer it at our store. When students purchase an ebook, they are purchasing access to the ebook and it is theirs. This is completely different from LTA, which is this button. But we'll go ahead and talk about that later on in the presentation. Ebooks can be read on any device and are available both online and offline. Some ebooks even allow students to print a number of pages from the text, but again, all of this varies with the publishers. And we like to remind students to check their syllabus to see if the professor allows computers or not in their classroom, because then that'll determine if ebooks are viable for you. So we have a bit of a recommendation. We recommend that ebooks, that you purchase ebooks for courses that are not part of the major to help save money. With purchasing both new and used books, they have the option to sell the books back at the end of the semester for up to 50% of the new book price. The sellback price is determined by whether or not professors will be using that book in the following semesters and how many books we need to buy back. So at the beginning of the semester, we don't really have much information on textbook buybacks, just because we don't know if the classes will be happening again or not. So it's just kind of a gamble if you decide to do so early on in the semester. The best time to sell books is during finals, when we have the most information from professors on the upcoming semester. For all physical books, whether purchasing new or used, we do have a few available options within that as well. So we have the hardback books, paperbacks, and loose leaf options available. And loose leaf options are essentially just the paper, no cover, with a 3-ring hole punch that can be put into a 3-ring binder at your discretion. So the loose leaf will be the least expensive between those physical copy styles, with the hardback being the most expensive. We recommend that students keep physical books that have to do with their major, since they might need to reference them in their future. I reference my marketing textbooks now, so just a little tidbit for y'all. so moving on, we're going into courseware. So some classes may require courseware, which is a software that is used for supplemental learning. Most faculty use it as a tool for homework and exercises for their students. When a professor requires courseware, we double check with them to confirm because this does raise the cost of course materials a little bit. Courseware materials will be given to students through a link provided by their professor on the class's Canvas page. Alrighty, so moving on to Longhorn Textbook Access. So some of the student courses may be part of the Longhorn Texas Access Program, or LTA for short. We've partnered with UT and textbook publishers to implement this program, which will significantly reduce the cost of course materials for students and offer students course materials immediately on the first day of class. So with LTA, instead of having to purchase the book, the students are given the access in a digital format on or before the first day. Students are automatically opted into the book, but can opt out of the program up until the 12th class day and have access to the materials at no cost with no commitment up until the 12th class day. However, once you reach the 12th class day, the selection will be finalized. And if you remain opted in, you will be billed to your What I Owe page account. And you have until the 18th class day to pay for those materials. We'll take a look at an example of purchasing LTA books a bit later and where you do so. So how to use your credit for LTA. So you guys are UT for Me students. So you would just go ahead and follow these simple steps to use your credit appropriately. So you're going to want to remain opted in to your LTA material on the 6th class day. We recommend that you don't use your UT for Me credit on anything else, just so you have your full amount available to you, which is $250. So leave it in there and don't spend it so that your UT for Me credit can be applied to your LTA courses. So your LTA bill will be deducted from your UT for Me account on the 12th class day. And let's say your LTA bill was $300 and you only use the $250, right? Any remaining balance will be billed to your What I Owe page. So you'll just have to pay the remaining or the difference of $50 on your own, out of your own pocket. If you guys have any more questions on the LTA program, go ahead and visit our webpage, universitycoop.com/longhorn-textbook-access, and we'll have more information for you. All right, so let's talk about how to get your course materials. So to get to the course materials, students can shop online or in stores. To shop online, you'll go to your Canvas page and select the My Textbooks tab under your course. It will then bring you to a page that looks similar to this with all of the materials listed for that specific course. The option on the left is a Longhorn Textbook Access course, and you can see there that it says you're opted in with the option to opt out. Excuse me. And then on the right side is a traditional course material option. To shop for those materials, you'll want to go ahead and put compare and purchase, which will then take you to our website. So on our website, you'll see that the materials for that specific course will load on the left-hand side of the page. And then you can go ahead and select the material and it'll highlight the box for you. So once you pull up that textbook page, you'll go ahead and see the name of the book. You'll go ahead and see the author, the ISBN of the book, the publisher, and the status of the book as well. Where the status section is, you'll see either required, alternate, or optional for the book, which is information that comes from the professor. Required means that the course material is required to pass this class. Alternate means that the course material is an alternative to the required book, meaning that it's either like an earlier edition of the textbook, a large text version of it, or a loose leaf version. Again, it's essentially similar to the required textbook, just a different alternative. You do not need to purchase both the required and alternate textbooks, just one or the other. And then optional means that the book is not required, but may have additional helpful information for you. It could be further reading or even like a translation dictionary if necessary for a language class. So we recommend that students wait until after classes start to see if they'll need those optional materials rather than purchase them ahead of time. And then you can see over on the left side, the last two books for this specific class. One of them is an alternative textbook, right, to another one that they may need. And then the last book is an optional one, which again, not required, but may be helpful for you. So we also go ahead and show you the purchasing options we have. So for on the slide, you see that we have a new version and a digital version of it. We go ahead and show the price range of it. And then we also have, when you scroll down, the opportunity to see where else you can shop for the same textbook. So we also have another note. Any students with course material scholarships or UT for Me scholarships, so you guys will be unable to apply these funds if they choose to purchase or rent outside of the university co-op. So if you wanted to buy this book at Amazon for $13.99, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to use your UT for Me credit through Amazon. So now you can order online and pick up in store for free. That is just another note for you guys. And then we are moving on to when you shop in our store. So textbooks are going to be located on the academic floor downstairs from the main entrance on Guadalupe Street. Books are alphabetized by author. You can see here that we have two options of the same book. The one on the left is a physical copy, while the one on the right is digital. So on the left-hand side, you see that we have new and used versions ranging from $85 to $113. But then you are also opted into a cheaper ebook option available, which is the one on the right for only $44.99. But again, the digital version you can see there is a 180-day rental digital copy. We recommend shopping early to get the most out of your options. Physical copies and the used and loose leaf versions will go by the fastest for our students. So we do have some tips. So we offer a full refund on all of our course materials, regardless of when they were purchased up until the 5th class day. And then we do recommend shopping at least 2 weeks early for the best selection. Students will have more used options to choose from and save a lot of money by shopping early. All right, so how to use your UT for Me credit. So for your $250 UT for Me credit, it'll be available for the whole academic school year, so 2 semesters, and will be preloaded into your university co-op account. You will receive these funds in the fall, and you can use these funds for textbooks, school and art supplies and scrubs, and scrubs, I'm so sorry. And then if you are looking to make purchases of like any merchandise that we have, we do recommend that you make a separate purchase for those items. So when you are shopping online and you are ready to check out, as a UT for Me student, you will log in with the account associated with the UT for Me account, and your payment method, you will go ahead and select invoice. And then the available balance is going to be what you have right there. So $250 will be available to you guys at the beginning of the school year in the fall. So we do have some special in-store shopping hours. You can go ahead and shop next Thursday, so a week from today until the end of that Sunday, so the 17th through the 20th, from 12 to 5 p.m. And we'll go ahead and have textbook experts down there to help you guys look for your course materials and any UT for Me questions, LTA questions that you guys may have. So moving into setting up your account. So to create your university co-op account and access your scholarships fund, you will receive a welcome email from us. Just follow the instructions on the welcome email, which is essentially to use the forgot password link to create a new password, use the same email, and then essentially log into your university co-op account. If you are looking to make purchases for your textbooks over $250, we do recommend please shopping in the store, just because our system unfortunately won't be able to register what is a UT for Me credit versus a simple credit card, debit card payment as well. And we do have a resource page. So university-coop.com/university-co-op-scholarship for special shopping dates, FAQs, and all other information. And that is the end of our presentation, but we do have some FAQs here that if you guys have any questions on, you can go ahead and answer. So the first one is, how do I activate my account and access my funds? Again, we talked about this. Visit our website, click login. Under returning customer, click forgot password. Use the same email that is used on your UT for Me account to reset your password, and then you'll be able to log in. How do I access my book list and when will it be available? Your book list is already available. You can also look on our website for the book list, and but it is also available through your Canvas under courses and my textbooks. So, and then can I only use half of my credit this semester? Yeah, so you can use as much of your credit as you want. If you want to use the 250 all in the fall semester, go for it. You can save it for the next semester though. And yeah, and use only half of it this semester and then use the other half in the spring. So anything left over from your credit will roll over to the next academic year if you remain enrolled in the UT for Me program. So yeah, that is it, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at these questions.